How you doing? Welcome to the best champion in MCOC series. So we're going to be talking today Diablo. Why is he one of the best champions in MCOC? So as you know, when Diablo's buff came out, I already knew that he was going to be the best buff in MCOC. Not only that, I also knew that he was going to be the best Mystic champion in the game with damage mastery. Keep in mind, with damage mastery. So I'm going to tell you why. And if you follow my channel, you already know why he's the best Mystic champion with damage mastery and the best buff in the MCOC. And I could just end the video right there. But let's say for like one or two of you who don't know my channel, sarcasm, I'm going to tell you why Diablo is one of the best champion in MCOC. So let's talk about Diablo. So number one, let's look at his MCC attributes. So survivability 5, and this is without synergies or damage mastery. And with damage mastery, his survivability actually is it's in a own whole nother level. You can make a case it's nearly broken. I would not say broken, but almost broken when it comes to survivability. It's like he's practically immortal. And when it comes to damage mastery, when it comes to his damage, 3 out of 5. This is without damage mastery though, so that makes a little bit of sense. Ease of use, 2.5 out of 5. That's really surprising because he's one of the easiest champion to use. I can see why. If you're thinking about like trying to keep his poisons up the whole fight, then that makes sense that his 2.5 out of 5. You might even say he's 2 out of 5 because it's really not easy to keep all his poisons up at the same time. That's where he gets most of his damage. But then again, his damage would be a lot higher than 3 if that was the case. So I'm not sure exactly, because once he gets to like 20 poison and you can keep up the whole fight, he has one of the highest damage in the game. He's up there with Scorpion and Horseman Storm. So utility 2.5 out of 5. That just doesn't make sense at all. Defender strength, not he's easy to do, as a defender. I would say I would disagree. I would agree with that. But let's talk about his utility. He has like the most important utility in the game. Let me just show you where it is. Why 2.5 is just ridiculous. Incoming poison effect suffers 100% minus 100% potency. So this is to me better than poison immunity. This is the best utility in the game. You can make an argument certainly with Hercules if you have him at max sig. If you have a 5-star or 6-star max sig Hercules, and then you're running damage mastery, you can certainly say that Hercules' signature ability is better, and I'm not going to argue with that. That's actually pretty good. But really, with Diablo, incoming poison effects suffer negative 100% potency. So basically, you're not going to take any poison damage. So why is this so powerful, right? If you're running willpower, you're practically healing the entire fight. Not only that, when it comes to signature ability, while poison, Diablo takes 30% reduced damage. So this is also including recall damage from all sources. Okay, so that means recall damage as well. And then while the opponent is poisoned, he gains extra attack. So that's just, I believe, obviously you have to be running damage mastery, of course, or there's got to be like a poison lane for you to actually gain regen from willpower as well. But I think, without a doubt, for me, the best utility in the game, being 100% poison resistant, it's just ridiculous. That thing is just, you just consistently heal the entire fight. And with Diablo, he takes 30% reduced damage at max sig when you have liquid courage on. So it's really crazy. So it does basically attack those energy damage, which can be good or bad for some fights. And what else? In most fights, it is good because he's going to be dealing with cosmic champions, and they are more like physical resistant than energy resistant. What else? When it comes to his free fight, I think this is what makes Diablo underrated as well. is because of his free fight. Most people don't even know how to use his free fight at all. So when it comes to his free fight, he gains extra attack for each vial of might he gets, and then after he gets 8 of them, he starts hitting like a truck. With especially with his, when if the opponent is not poison immune, he gains what else this? So he has 3 different pre-fight ability. 1, incoming energy damage causes Diablo to passively heal 70% of the damage taken. So this is so strong. Like, you're practically immortal with this what do you call this, free fight. Dude, you just like keep healing all the damage you take. In some cases, if you got, you can, because you could stack them. I don't think that was what Kabam was meant to do, was intended. You can heal more while taking energy damage from this. One, if you have more than one distill will, it's just crazy. If you see my gameplay, I constantly just get hit on purpose with energy damage, and I'll heal all my health back. Not just all my health back. In some cases, more than the health that I lost. Essence of No, I think this is probably even the most, I would say, most important part when it comes to this kit, is because we can nullify buffs. Dude, this thing is so powerful. And if you have Mystic Dispersion, he gains so much power. You just can constantly throw special attacks. And Uru, that's also nice, but it's not really the least important one. He can stun effects as well as immune to armor breaks. And every time he gets Philosopher's Mix, he gains a certain amount of health as well when you have Philosopher's Mix. And you can stack them. He can stack poison up to 20. Which is wishing that would have been higher than 20, or there was no limit to it, but it's unfortunate. It is what it is, and still not bad with a max stack of 20. Special attack 1, you gain that extra health and those extra attack when you get the vials of might. Special attack 2 is really where bread and butter is, because that's where he gets most of his damage. You can constantly throw SP2, and then you get extra attack bonus if every time for each buff poison that has been activated on the opponent during the fight. What else? Special attack 3. It's unfortunate you can only use it once, but if you can use it more than once, it would be broken. Literally broken, because it's just so powerful. Once you throw 1 SP3 on the opponent, most opponents that you have, obviously this will depend on the opponent's health and how high your rank is. 1 SP3, they're pretty much gone. That's how powerful this SP3 is. And you can, like, if you can keep your poison on the opponent in longer fights, wow, his damage is just insane, dude. And really, that's it. That's what makes Diablo really good, because it's just practically immortal. I mean, I think he has one of the best utilities in the game, being 100% poison resistant. What is this? Being 100% poison resistant. I think that's the best utility in the game, especially if you're running damage mastery. If you're not running damage mastery like I was when I was playing MCOC, then this is probably not going to be important to you. But man, this is so powerful. Yes, I know Hercules at max sig, especially if you run damage mastery, you can make a case for his immortality to be even better. But if you really truly want to see immortality, check out my gameplay with Diablo. This guy he doesn't die. I mean, he's truly, in my opinion, the most mortal champion in the game when it comes to MCOC. Thank you.